What's up, people? I'm Erica with The Change Project, and welcome to our first ever series of
Tuesday.
These are my dudes. This is my oldest son,
Diego.
and my little guy,
Mateo.
And today we had a little bit of an incident, and we wanted to be able to talk to you a little bit about how we navigate through trust issues in our family. I went upstairs earlier this morning, and sometimes being a plant-based, whole food eating household makes it challenging to leave your kids with whether it be smoothies or vegan lasagna and not expecting that they are going to devour that in minutes flat. And this morning as I went up to finish doing my hair, I heard some footsteps coming up the stairs, and it was this guy coming up to tell me that this guy poured some of his smoothie down the drain. And so I tasked them with defining what they thought trust meant to them, ultimately why it's important, and how it feels when they breach each other's trust. So I will let Diego kick it off and have him tell you really what trust means to you, boo-boo.
Well, I think it's really about relying on one of your best friends or closest allies. And I think I'll be pretty mad at the person who broke my trust.
I agree. So why do you think that it's important to you then?
Because you need to always have someone to rely on when you're feeling down and depressed sometimes.
And how does it feel when your brother kind of snitches on you?
I feel really mad. I want to toss him to the ground.
Really mad and want to toss him to the ground. I get that. How about you, Tay?
Trust is believing someone and trusting them, believing them. For example, if they're say they like somebody, they don't want anybody to know, so they told their friends they don't tell anybody this. And then if they don't, if they don't, then that means that they can have trust. But if they do, then they can't have trust. So it's basically lying.
Yeah, I agree, and I appreciate you sharing that specifically, because I know sometimes because you care so much about what people think and you want to be kind of cat's meow, sometimes you will maybe smidge a little bit on things. And the reality is, I think as a household, we care so much about making sure that everybody feels loved and making sure that we don't compromise how we feel. And sometimes when we breach each other's trust, that doesn't release some of those positive emotions and allows us to come home and be excited to see each other and do the things that I think that we're capable of doing out in this world. So thank you for sharing your awesome definitions of trust. We hope that sharing some of these cool stories and the challenges that we face in our household will help you navigate through them yourselves. And ultimately, we realize there's a lot of stress and a lot of frustration sometimes that comes up, but we like to talk about things and figure out how we can explore how to make a difference, not just in our own lives, but out there in the big wide world, because the whole essence of the Change Project is not just talking about the change that we want to see in this world, but actually being the change that we want to see in this world. So peace, love, go out, have an amazing evening, and work on trust in your family, because it really is the key and the root to love. So thank you guys. I love you. Big kisses.
Bye.
Peace. Good night.
Bye.